30 laps the distance, $5,000 on the line. The final tune-up before the 48th running of the World 100. The 11th annual Baltes Classic is green for the late models.
Billy Moyer going to get the whole shot as they work into turns 1 and 2. Trying to win back-to-back. Oh, no
trouble.
Looks like Devin Gilpin got into the wall. One car didn't start, the 69 of Jeff Warnick, but Devin Gilpin got into the wall. Might have collected Shannon Buckingham in problems in 50. He was your 6th starter. Current national point leader in UMP is the CJ1 of Rusty Schlenk. Sat on the pole of the Dirt Late Model Dream was the 12 of Jason Jameson. Steve Casebolt, a former Dream winner as well. We're back underway. We'll see if Billy Moore can get the job done. 30 laps the distance, $5,000 on the line. Matt Miller with a good run using the high side momentum, but it's Billy Moyer, but it comes Nick Hoffman down the back straightaway. Driver to Mooresville, North Carolina, going to look for the lead here on lap number 1. Moyer goes high. Nick Hoffman goes low off 4. Billy Moyer going to show the way. Nick Hoffman, good battle for 3rd. Rusty Schlenk down to the inside of Matt Miller. Here comes the one of Devin Gilpin as well. Side by side with Steve Casebolt. Just outside the top 5, good side-by-side battle down the front straightaway. Casebolt going to go to 5th.
Boy, I tell you what, Moyer was shot out of a slingshot off of turn number 2 last time around to get the lead over Hoffman. 2 and 3 wide from 3rd on back. Matt Miller battling with Rusty Schlenk. And I tell you what, Devin Gilpin still battling hard despite that right front tire rub, as Devin Gilpin has gone from 7th up to a battle for 5th on the restart. Some close racing action. Jason Jameson nearly in trouble, but now he's charging hard as well. Meanwhile, back up front, Nick Hoffman trying to run down Mr. Smooth Billy Moyer. Deficit just a couple of car lengths. Matt Miller hangs on to 3rd. Rusty Schlenk 4th. The C9 of Casebolt 5th. And Gilpin is in 6th. Mr. Smooth Billy Moyer up front now, separating himself just a little bit from Nick Hoffman, but good racing further back. Jason Jameson running the high side, getting some speed as he works his way around the 42 machine of Finley. Matt Miller in 3rd for now, getting by the Rusty Schlenk machine. Nick Hoffman still trying to run down Billy Moyer. Steve Casebolt rides 5th, trying to close in on the Schlenk machine in the battle for 4th. Meanwhile, we're side by side. We've been tracking Kent Robinson's charge to the front. Kent Robinson currently trying to run down Devin Gilpin to take the 6th spot away. Kent Robinson started back in 17th. He's currently improved 10 spots rather, and trying to go more than that. K-Rob down on the inside, car in the wall, caution off turn number 2, and it's Freddie Carpenter who had been running in 10th. We're back underway in the Baltes Classic. Nick Hoffman on the inside, Mr. Smooth Billy Moyer up top. And once again, Mr. Smooth using that momentum on the top side to propel himself all the way to the lead by 5 or 6 car lengths. Matt Miller, meanwhile, he'll try to pull a slider across the nose of Hoffman. Look out, slides right up across the nose. New 2nd place driver is Matt Miller.
Wow.
Meanwhile, keeping our eye on the 7R of Kent Robinson, battling on the outside of car number 42, Chad Finley, that for the 5th spot. Meanwhile, Rusty Schlenk battling with Nick Hoffman. That's the battle for 3rd. Schlenk on the inside, Nick Hoffman up top. Hoffman hangs onto the spot for now. Hoffman is faster, but does he have enough time? This time by, he's 0.2 of a second quicker. Lap traffic also going to be something to keep an eye on, Mike, as Billy Moyer has now caught the tail end of the field. Dustin Nawi, the first car to go a lap down, as Hoffman continues to try to reel in race leader Mr. Smooth Billy Moyer. Coming to the line this time, the deficit, 1.3 seconds, 0.3 quicker that time for Nick Hoffman. He's coming with 8 laps to go.
He is coming down the back straightaway. The marathon car, number 2, the Blue Deuce, Nick Hoffman. Quick Nick out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Got the big fish hooked, starting to reel him in. Moyer's starting to may have a right front that's overheating down the back straightaway. Did not have the traction he did at the beginning of this one. Here comes Hoffman. You can definitely tell Moyer's got to baby that thing into the corner. Here comes Hoffman. You're about to see a big slide jump for the lead. $5,000 on the line here at Eldora Speedway, a Sunday showcase. Who's it gonna be? 21 and 2, gonna battle for $5,000. Nick Hoffman to the bumper of Billy Moyer. The crowd comes to their feet here on a Sunday night. Wow.
5 laps to go. Billy Moyer, the race leader. Nick Hoffman dives to the bottom, tries to slide up across the nose,
man.
cannot make it stick. Billy Moyer, so your leader, Billy Moyer, sparks flying as he makes contact with the wall to the backstretch. Nick Hoffman tries to slide up yet again, slides across the nose, this time at the line. Very close. I think Hoffman might have had him that time. Can he hang on through 1 and 2? No, Mr. Smooth uses the bottom, gets back to the lead. 4 laps to go down the back straightaway. Who's it going to be?
Wow. Earl would have a huge smile on his face. He's watching this one. 21 of Billy Moore continues to show the way. Nick Hoffman now back to second. They got a lap car in between them as they head down the back straight, but a gaggle of them on the backstretch. So lap cars may decide the fate of Billy Moyer. They're going to come down with 2 to go. Nick Hoffman to the outside's got a heck of a run on the 21 of Billy Moyer. They're almost 3 wide in front of the race leader. But as Nick Hoffman used up all his stuff, he's got 2 to go. White flag when they come back by. Cheer him on, Eldora Speedway. Here comes Nick Hoffman down the back straightaway. You're going to see a bonsai move for the deuce. Look out over at 3 and 4. Who's it going to be? Down to the line, a half mile to go for $5 grand. They're side by side. We may have a photo finish. Nick Hoffman down to the inside. Billy Moyer to the outside. Who's it going to be? Moyer going to have him as they work through lap traffic. One final go. You know where Hoffman's going. He's going to stay high. Moyer does as well to block the momentum. Hoffman with a preferred line on the outside. Down the front straightaway. Moyer wins a thriller on a Sunday night for the Baltes Classic here at Eldora.
Green flag's out and we're underway. Gary Ray Jr. quickly jumps to the inside, and Gary Ray Jr. goes from 3rd to the lead. Rob Trent on the outside. Paul Pardo up in the cushion, looking to make a big run on the high side. Got up to 3rd, but got too high. That'll cost him a couple of spots. We'll keep our eye on that 410. Meanwhile, battle for the lead. How about it, Rob Trent, your 4-time track champion? Up in the lead and up into the cushion. Gary Ray Jr. right there. Paul Pardo has a fast car and keeps getting boxed in as he tries to work his way to the front. He's up to 5th and almost pushes Anthony Good into the wall in the 5G. Up front, still Rob Trent hanging on to the lead over the 95 of Gary Ray Jr. Paul Pardo looks to go low from 5th to 3rd. Hello, he's there. Paul Pardo trying to close in on the battle for the lead, and he's going to be there by the time they get to the start-finish line at this rate. Looks to the inside of Gary Ray Jr. That car is on a rail. Pardo gets by the 95, sets his sights on Rob Trent, and the yellow's out. We got him around off of turn number 4. Heavy damage on Eric Skaggs. Keith Lyle is involved, and also facing the wrong direction is Chris Douglas. Rob Trent leads into the green. It's out. We're back underway. Here comes Paul Pardo trying to look to the inside into 1 and 2. Cannot quite get there this time by. Gary Ray Jr. in carbon 95 trying to fight hard on the outside. Battle on for the lead. Paul Pardo on the inside. Rob Trent on the outside. Paul Pardo slides up across the nose of the 4-time track champion. Your new leader is no stranger to danger, Paul Pardo. 3 wide. Meanwhile, behind them, Gary Ray Jr. on the top side, able to clear Jeremy Creech and Daniel Sanchez and hang on to the 3rd spot. Good racing behind him. Sanchez, Creech in car 17, Donnie Jeschke, car 99, Ernie Woodard, car 01, all battling it out hard as Andy Welch is in the wall. Andy Welch almost goes around, but he keeps the nose headed in the right direction. We stay green. Racing further back again. Still going to be Gary Ray Jr. hanging on to 3rd, but Daniel Sanchez putting on a pretty good battle as well. Ernie Woodard drove it in harder when it goes around. Tough break for Ernie Woodard, the most recent winner in Eldora, picking up the win on Family Fireworks Night. Was trying to drive that 01 to the front, started 10th, had it up to 5th, fighting for more and just puts that car around. Couldn't hang on off turn number 4. Tough break for the driver out of Georgetown, Kentucky by way of Union City, Indiana. Ford Raptor pace truck pulls his way to the infield looking for the green flag. It's out. We're back underway with 7 laps to go. Paul Pardo picks right back up where he left off, pulls away. Rob Trent in a little bit of trouble on this restart. How about Daniel Sanchez going up to 2nd, but Rob Trent not done, battling back on the outside. We could go 4 wide almost. Jeschke on the bottom. Gary Ray Jr. battling right there as well Tell you what, Paul Pardo may be pulling away, but there's great racing going on from second on back. Rob Trent holds second, Daniel Sanchez in third, Gary Ray Jr. fourth, Donnie Jeske now your front five. Jeske trying to battle down low on the inside of Gary Ray Jr. Cannot quite pull up alongside.
Pardo continues to show the way. Good battle for third. The 95 of Gary Ray Jr. using that outside momentum down the back straightaway. As he works to the outside of Daniel Sanchez. Sanchez, a good run, going to hold the third spot. They come down with 2 laps to go for Paul Pardo. Paul Pardo continues to show the way. Rob Trent second, Sanchez third, Gary Ray Jr. fourth. Good battle as a car coming on late. Donnie Jeske in car number 99 down to the inside of Frank Palladino. Frank Palladino, well, the great battle with Donnie Jeske. White flags out, 1 to go on car 410, Paul Pardo. On the back straightaway he goes as he exits turn number 2. The battle for that 4th spot's where it's at. The 95 of Gary Ray Jr., the 27 of Palladino, and the 99 of Jeske. Meanwhile, back up front for the win here at the Baltes Classic. Paul Pardo gets the job done. Should be exciting, no doubt about it, here at Eldora Speedway, as we mentioned, on a Sunday night, the Baltes Classic. $1,000 on the line for the modifieds. Dylan Woodling, Tim Richardson, Brandon Vaughn, Jerry Bowersock set to bring us to green. 20 laps. Here we go, Josh.
Dylan Woodling leads him into turn number 1. Tim Richardson battles hard on the outside. The giant Jerry Bowersock's there. Here comes Joe Nick in the 09, trying to split the difference. Here comes Tim Richardson to the lead. We're 3 wide for second. Yellow. 1 around in 1 and 2. Jonathan Taylor starting further back. He's second in points. We'll keep our eye on him as well. Green flag's out. We'll try it again. Dylan Woodling, Tim Richardson, round number 1. Richardson gets a good jump. And it's able to be Woodling, though, that slides up across the nose. Jerry Bowersock right there in third. The Porpoise, Brian Ruhlman, trying to go up into 4th. Great racing. We're 2, 3, and 4 wide all throughout the pack.
Wow, great racing behind your race leader, Dylan Woodling, down the front straightaway. Watch them as they go into turns 1 and 2. And Tim Richardson slides up. Joel Dick looking to take advantage down the back straightaway. But here comes Brian Ruhlman in 49. Richardson trying to rebound. There goes Brian Ruhlman down to the inside. They're going to go 3 wide for the runner-up spot. Jerry Bowersock in 95 second. Dick third. 4th is Ruhlman. Whoa, a couple of cars. Tim Richardson in trouble at 5X. Bottles him up. Hawkins going to go to 6th. As the driver in 5th is Josh Rice out of Verona, Kentucky.
Great racing here in Eldora. The Jedi Jerry Bowersock up to 2nd, but Joel Dick trying to battle as well. The Porpoise Brian Ruhlman runs 4th. We know how fast he can be here. We'll see if he can run those guys down. And Jacob Hawkins is up to 6th, so we'll keep our eye on him as well.
$1,000 on the line, 5 of the books, 15 to go. It's Dylan Woodling, but he may have problems. Keep your eyes on him in 3. 95 of Bowersock, 49 of Ruhlman, looking to go 3 wide. Here comes Joel Dick in 09.
Here we go. We'll see how long it holds on. Dylan Woodling falls back to 3rd for now. Jerry Bowersock to the lead. The Porpoise Brian Ruhlman in 2nd, but Woodling still battling on the outside. Brian Ruhlman to 2nd. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Woodling off the pace in 3 and 4. We'll see how long he can hang on. Your leaders, Jerry Bowersock, Ruhlman to 2nd. Joel Dick battling with Ruhlman. Jacob Hawkins is right there. He's got to be careful. Don't want an issue. And Woodling now pulls down, and he will wisely pull in to avoid causing a massive wreck in front of the field. Up front, Jerry Bowersock. Brian Ruhlman runs 2nd. 3rd is Joel Dick. We'll keep our eye on Jacob Hawkins. Hawkins gets around Rice. He's now up to 4th, sets his sights on Joel Dick, and he is there as they go into 3 and 4. Hawkins trying to get by the 09. He needs to do it quickly if he wants to have any shot at these leaders. But tell you what, talk about the 13. Here comes Rice. Josh Rice battling back into that equation as well. Don't forget about him. Up front, it's still Jerry Bowersock and Ruhlman trying to run him down. The deficit 0.6 of a second.
Gotta love it when they come into turn 4 and they shoot those rooster tails up there on the high side. What a beautiful sight here at Eldora Speedway. Now battle for 3rd down the back straightaway. Here comes Jacob Hawkins down to the inside of Joel Dick. Here comes Josh Rice, a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. This one's going to be fun. Looking to go 3 wide. Now Hawkins runs down there to cut off his momentum. Here comes Brian Ruhlman for the race lead. He's going to think about a slide job. He's going to throw it all the way down the inside of 95. Jerry Bowersaki gives him some room. They're going to work side by side
Yellow
momentarily.
Rice is off the
Caution.
pace as well. Not sure if that's the reason for the caution, but Josh Rice is off the pace in 3 and 4.
6 laps remain, 14 in the books. Who's it going to be, Josh? We're back underway.
Back underway. Brian Ruhlman gets a good start, but Bowersock still battling. How long can that left front hang on? Bowersock drives it hard off turn number 2, battling with Jacob Hawkins, gets back by Hawkins, but only for now. Hawkins is there. Hawkins is second. Some sparks off the Bowersock machine as Hawkins now tries to run down Brian Ruhlman. And check out the Taylor brothers, the 7 and the 5, moving forward as well.
Yes, no doubt about it. I was jumping up and down in my seat here. 7 and 5 coming to the front. 7 of Evan Taylor, 5 of Jonathan Taylor to the inside of Joel Dick. Meanwhile, up front, Brian Ruhlman's there. Going to have a battle with the 13 of Jacob Hawkins. Bowersock somehow holding on to that third spot. Here comes the 7 of Evan Taylor. A slide job on Joel Dick. A good 3-car battle for the third spot. Down the back straightaway they go. Evan Taylor going to go to third. He's bringing his brother Jonathan along with as a dancing partner. Looking to go 3 wide, maybe 2 wide for that 5th spot as they work off of 4. Evan's going to be 4th. Joel Dick 5th. And Jonathan Taylor runs 6th. What a race. Meanwhile, back up front, good battle for the runner-up spot. Here comes the 13 of Jacob Hawkins. Hawkins, can he run down Brian Ruhlman? They're running out of laps. 2 laps to go. Oh, and a puff of smoke from the 7 of Evan Taylor. We'll see if Evan Taylor can continue on. He's going to drive down to the inside of Joel Dick for the 4th spot. The 5 of Jonathan Taylor down the back straightaway. Evan may be in trouble. White flags out, 1 to go for the driver to Clark Lake, Michigan, Brian Ruhlman. 2nd will be Jacob Hawkins. 3rd will be Bowersock. 4th will be Dick. 5th will be Jonathan Taylor and Evan Taylor. Good run for Brandon Vaughn as well. And a great run for Brian Gray. Brian Gray down to the inside of Brandon Vaughn. Meanwhile, off 4, picking up $1,000 in the Baltes Classic. Give it to Brian Ruhlman.